I'm starting to get kind of annoyed at this Instagram thing, man. Instagram's hating on us, guys. Instagram's hating on us. So I'll wait till everyone's back, and then I'll have to say all the information because it deleted that live. I don't know. My phone went to like 20%, so when it showed me I only had 20% left, it deleted the whole live. So now I have to start over. I am so sorry. So yes, for everyone that watches this, 1984 Part 1, Monday, 8 p.m. will be the first live. We will tweet it. Now, why do we study history? Diego and I were talking about this because Diego's taking this really cool class, and he asked me the question. He goes, which way do our eyes face? Tell me, guys, which way do our eyes face? Now, I've seen a couple people say they face forward, but no. We can't see the future. So our eyes are really, well, not like physically, but in the grand scheme of time, we are being propelled into the future with only the past to look at where we're going. Diego talked about this. It was super cool. So like, that's so true. We can't see the future, but we can see the past. And only through the past can we see our future. So that's why you have to study history. Some of you guys said so it doesn't repeat itself. Exactly. But more importantly, so we can learn from it and we can say, why did this happen? Can we fix it? Do I believe that history repeats itself? I believe that if we don't do anything to change, then yes, it will. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to be in a circle. We're not here to just merely float through time like Billy Pilgrim. No, we're here to make decisions and make choices and move forward. That's one of the things, if you guys, we talk about Slaughterhouse-5, it's funny because this last time, Kenzie, I hope we can. If not, we'll just get back on live. Exactly, Little Red Reader. I like your handle. Education needs to be more celebrated, but that has to be through all of us. We have to choose people that champion that. You know, I don't want to speak about politics because I'm not trying to influence anyone. You guys have your own ideas and you should. You should never take my word as gold. I want you to go educate yourselves. Constantly be looking for the right answer for yourselves. At the end of the day, I'm just a kid from Florida. So I could be wrong. I probably am. Being wrong is the best thing because then you get to be right after. You get to learn. But we want to make sure we're championing people that appreciate education, that push education for everyone. Because I think only through education can we really change the world. That's my whole thing. Everything starts with education. But I'm from South Florida. I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale. What did I study in school? I studied acting. And I almost minored in political science, but it was a lot, so I stopped. And it was also very hard classes. Any other questions? Oh, that's super cool. Valentina Bellatrix. I heard it was mentioned earlier, and BookTube is a community on YouTube where we basically make videos about books. That reviews and tag. That's super cool. Staten Island says hi. I say hi to Staten Island. I miss James Boland. I love Staten Island. Every time I go, I visit Jamesy, and it's always the best. Yeah, I actually do have a favorite book. Well, I don't have a favorite book from my childhood. I have a favorite author. My favorite author when I was a kid was Jerry Spinelli. He wrote books like Maniac McGee, the biography Knots in My Yo-Yo String, the book Milkweed. I read almost all of his books when I was a kid, actually. Jerry Spinelli. If you haven't read Maniac McGee, you should. It's very good. How do you stay motivated to keep educating and studying? How do I stay motivated? The minute I'm not learning is the minute I'm dead. It's not a choice for me. It's part of life. The minute you stop learning is the minute you die. You have to constantly learn. That's what life is about. If not, what are we doing? It's like that meme that someone shared. If someone can share it with me again, that'd be awesome. It's like that meme where the person reads the books. That's actually, don't quote me on that, That's actually, I believe that's Jack Nicholson's quote. I'm learning till the minute I'm not learning, I'm dead. I'm pretty sure that's Jack Nicholson. So don't quote me on that. That's not what I said. That's Jack Nicholson, and I take that to heart because I think it's so true. Yes, Whitney, see? It's Jack Nicholson. I've never read any Jane Austen. That might be on the list, but I won't tell you. As a kid, I didn't read a lot, and that's why I'm doing this book club, because I want people to know that reading was awesome. I started liking reading, in my opinion, way too late. All of you guys a lot of you are in school right now, and a lot of you have the opportunity to read amazing books with a teacher who's there to help you understand, with a whole class of students who are there to also work and learn and be a part of the conversation. That's why education is so cool, and that's why I feel so bad that I'm out of school. I loved being in college because I was in a room of smart people that were interested in the same things as me, and we were studying the same thing, and they were asking so many questions that I never thought about. So, like, take advantage of your opportunity to learn. Like, don't do it for the grade. Grades are bullshit. Excuse my language. Grades are ridiculous. But learning is truth. So, like, don't study World War II because you need to pass the test. You need to know the dates. Learn about them. Learn about the place of the world. Learn about what it meant. Like, dive in. Because then you'll be like, oh, learning is so fun. Like, I'm learning about all these things, and I'm seeing it repeat itself in different things. And I'm seeing at the end of World War II was the beginning of the Cold War. And then the Cold War was this amazing thing that caused the world to change in all these ways. Oh, God, it's like... What if the thing you're studying isn't interesting? Make it interesting. Find a way for it to be interesting, and if it's not, maybe you should study something else. Okay, whew. Okay. I love Ibsen. All right, I want to say this really quickly, so I'm not in trouble with your parents. Grades are important. You should be working to get good grades. Don't say, well, Alberto says I don't need good grades. That's not true. Good grades are important because they show that you are progressing and learning. They are kind of important. So, don't tell your parents and stuff that I don't need good grades because Alberto said that's not true. No, because I got good grades in school because I worked hard. But it's also because I cared about learning. But I didn't care as much as I should have. And that's one of the reasons why I want. Because if I can inspire just like a few of you to be like, wow, learning is actually really cool, then I feel like I'm doing something good for the world. You know? I'm not going to lie. And the way the world is happening, everything that's going on, I was like, what can I do? What will make me feel like I'm actually doing stuff? Because I can tweet and I can write to my representatives and I can do all these things that I can, but I still don't see anything. But like me coming onto Instagram and knowing that a lot of you are reading these books. Yeah, one sec. Don't come in. And a lot of you are reading these books, and a lot of you are finding that there's actually so many cool things in books and things like that. It's like blowing my mind, and this is why I did that. This is why I did this book club. Do I read poetry? Absolutely. Poetry's amazing. Give me one sec. I'm gonna finish my Instagram live real quick. Oh, and you can't come in here. You can come in. You just can't be in the video. So yeah. So president. I mean, I might have to be if this guy can, you know. Who's at the door? I can't tell you who's at the door. Rudyard Kipling. Love Rudyard Kipling though. Oh my gosh. Frost is cool too. I'll come get you. I'll come get you when I'm done. Frost is cool too. I've been reading a lot of Bukowski and Ginsberg and who else? Oh, I started reading Neruda, the love poems by Neruda that like Emerald shared as well. Oh my God, beautiful language. Have you guys read Leaves of Grass? Leaves of Grass is super cool. Leaves of Grass is super cool. All right. I do have to go because I was going to rehearse with my scene partner, and that's why she was coming in. I mean, that's why that person was coming in. So, any trick to improve reading? Kia Lake, I would say just don't be too hard on yourself. As long as you're doing it, you're progressing. And then just read more. Just practice. You can go, I Googled like ways to read faster and stuff, but I would say just keep doing it. Just keep reading. Just keep practicing, and don't be too hard on yourself. As long as you're reading, you're progressing and you're learning. The Book Thief. I want to see that. Also, any book on our list is a book I recommend. That's why we're reading it. So, A Fall of Sparrows, audiobooks do help. But I would say one thing about reading is it helps with concentration. But don't say, I have to read 30 pages tonight, because that's hard for people that don't read. If you're not used to reading 30 pages, don't read 30 pages, read 5. Let yourself get lost in the book. Don't even plan. Be like, I'm going to read until I don't want to read anymore. And the next thing you know, you might be like 70 pages in and be like, what year is it? Or you might be like, okay, I read 2 pages today. 2 pages. In the morning, I'm going to wake up and read another 2. Megs, do I read plays? Love plays. Prisoner B3087. I'll look it up. Love science fiction. If you guys ever read God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater, which is another Kurt Vonnegut book, or Breakfast of Champions, they talk about science fiction writers. It's pretty cool. Shalom. Oh, yes. Do I like Rumi? The Milk and Honey was that was a heavy read. That was a heavy read. So much pain. But I don't know. It was cool. Are we going to read Milkweed? No, because that book is it's considered younger reading. But maybe. I don't know. I haven't read it in a long time. But I loved that book as a kid. I loved Holocaust studies and things about the Holocaust when I was younger. So I watched a lot of Holocaust movies, and I went to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. and I read Night, and I read Milkweed, and Milkweed was amazing. I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween yet. I have to figure that out. I saw that she had a new book. I was going to look at it. Alright, guys, I do have to go rehearse with my scene partner, so I'm going to say goodbye. But let's talk about this really quickly one more time. Oh, the boy in the striped pajamas just kill me. That was so... the movie was great. Sometimes the books affect me emotionally. Sometimes they don't. It depends. It depends how connected I am to the material. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl is amazing. That's an amazing book. But, okay, guys, I can keep answering questions. I can keep talking about books forever. I'm going to go. Remember, part 1, Monday, 8 p.m. Monday at 8 p.m., part 1. Everyone, tweet me about it. I will retweet. If you tweet me a PDF, I will retweet it. Remember, everyone, help each other out. If someone's looking for the PDF in their language and you know where it is, or you've seen it, or you've seen me retweet it, tweet it at them. Remember, we're all together. We're a community. We're a community of people who are inspired to grow through literature. Now I've got to go. All right. Peace out, guys.
Hey, Alberto.